global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. Amotekun, the regional security outfit created by the Southwestern region, had received a lot of accolades, a lot of recommendation due to the fact that it is one of the first of its kind in Nigeria to be a regional security outfit. Yes, there have been some state security outfit, but this is regionally recognized and it's a thumb up for them. But I'm afraid there's an alarm, a cry out by concerned citizens over a lot of things taking place already in Amotekun. Already trouble is beginning to spring up in Amotekun less than 1 year of its establishment as the Oyo State Commandant of the Vigilante Group of Nigeria, VGN, Mr. Oladeji Oluwolafe, has raised the alarm that the newly created Western Nigerian Security Network, WNSN, also known as Amotekun, lacks proper coordination in the state. Oluwalafe said that the much anticipated Operation Amotekun may not achieve the desired result in the state with the present modalities being put in place by the state government. Now listen to what he's saying. He says it was gathered that 6 governors from the southwestern region, in a bid to fortify the security of the region, had launched a new security outfit in Ibadan, the state capital, some months ago. The officers of the new security outfit are to complement the effort of the police and other security agencies. But Oluwalafe, while speaking, observed that the recruitment of the Amotekun personnel lacks coordination. Oluwalafe, who expressed his opinion in Ibadan on Tuesday, said it was shocking to hear that the state government asking those who are interested in the scheme to go and apply online. Unfortunately, we know ourselves. He suggested that in order for the Amotekun Corps to achieve the expected results, the heads of all the local security outfits should be consulted and co-opted into Amotekun. Oluwalafe added that inclusion of the local hunters, VGN members, and OPC will give optimal result for the operations of Amotekun. He kicked against the model adopted by the government in recruiting Amotekun officials, saying the scheme is presently constituted lacks proper coordination. He said, those who will do this job, I mean those who have the capacity to do this kind of job expected, cannot do anything online. He expressed dismay that Odua People's Congress, OPC, Koya Group, Hunters Association, and the Vigilante Group of Nigeria are not being carried along in the recruitment process. Imagine that the Odua People's Congress, OPC, Koya Group, Hunters Association, and the Vigilante Group of Nigeria are not being carried along in all this. I had to apply online when I saw the advert to do that, but I'm sure that with time we will know where we are going. I can tell you that the Ekiti State Amotekun is different from what Oyo State is planning, hence no uniformity. I can tell you that some of the suspects that the police parade are being arrested by the Vigilante group. The police invite them at times whenever they want to parade them. So I can tell you that we have achieved a lot and we are still working. Now, from what you can hear, you can see that there's a bit of discrepancies here and there. The recruitment exercise, there's no uniformity in it, and this may not all go well. The beauty of the regional security outfit was the uniformity in the modus operandi, as in the operational system should be the same. Recruitment administration should be similar, if not the same. Like saying duplicating oneself in different states. And unfortunately, if Ekiti is going really grassroots by using Odua or People's Congress as OPC and the local hunters association, which are those who understand the terrain. Honestly, let's get real here. I don't see any hunters association. These are local hunters who are used to carrying the local ammunitions and weapons. I don't see them don't even have to click a mouse. How much more applying online? What do they do online? Maybe they may have somebody who's doing the social media talk thing, but I don't think they have any business. All their business is actually to comb the forest and know what is going on there. Just like you saying that one Fulani headsman is busy to coming to check what is online. They carry that transistor radio. They are more conversant and used to the forest. Tell them to move around. They will tell you the terrain of the forest, but tell them to begin to browse and find out where Google is and the rest. They are tabula rasa. So what would a security outfit who is locally minded? Yes, they may have a for to make it tech to to improve on it by bringing in technology with local expertise and all that. There may be a wing for it, but if you really want those who understand the terrain of the forest, then you shouldn't be thinking online. If you're thinking online, maybe, and besides, don't forget that this is Nigeria. Everything and anything is possible. Remember, the original idea of Amotekun was to bring in the indigenous people of the Yorubas. I'm talking about the Southwesterners, indigenous people, original Yorubas in there. They don't want outsiders or other tribes to partake in it, which is very understandable, being that they're trying to protect the region. Very, very understandable, very excusable as well. Now, saying that they should apply online, now you're going to mention requirements, right? So with the requirement, people can just go there and get those documents ready, even though they are not from that place. They'll find a way around it. And for those who can speak Yoruba, they can find a way around it and come for the interview. So if they're good orators, you employ them simply because they have probably a background knowledge. They say, okay, I've worked in one security outfit before, though I worked maybe in the north, I understand the terrain and all that, and you employ them. Then even though they're not core indigenous of that place, you're getting it all wrong. Imagine somebody being recruited in Amotekun in Ibadan, for instance, or your state, and it says he's localized in Ekiti, or he's localized in Ogun State, and he knows how to speak Ogun. He gives you one or two things. He has worked in security outfit in Ogun State, and you now employ him. Okay, you employ him in Oyo, in Ibadan State, in Ibadan Oyo, and to make it look very wonderful, he had worked in Ogun State, okay, but he's not an indigene of both Ogun and Oyo, but he has stayed for a long while, so he can pass for one. He can easily find a way around. Nigeria is fantastically corrupt, sorry, but that's the hard truth. He can actually get himself a local government, document to show that he's from that place, and bingo, we already have people outside the state already Amotekun officials. Then it has been the whole aim has been defeated. Then before Israel goes there, we're beginning to look at malls within Amotekun. I think there should be uniformity. If, in case in doubt, there should be have what we call stakeholders, coordinators meeting. Okay, so you can, the blueprint of how this is being done in Ekiti. If it's okay and favorable for all, or favorable to all, they can, have this trickle down effect to other states, pass it down to other states, so they can, emulate the same thing, so you will be on the same page always. Imagine if Ekiti is doing the proper recruitment and Oyo is not getting it right. You have already, it has become compromised from, you're getting it wrong from the beginning. We had celebrated Amotekun, we celebrated the initiative. We celebrated the fact that they're even also thinking going indigenous in their ways, because the typical people who would basically go into the bushes are not those fine boys without pimples. It's those who have always been in the understanding the terrain of the forest and knows what they're looking out for, smells, they know what it is. There are maybe signs, they know how to monitor food tracks and the rest, so they know what they're looking for. It's not for those who can speak English and defend the English, but they can't practically do anything. I just hope that the Ibadan wing, talking about the Oyo State wing, retreats its step, and I think they should stop the online recruitment thing and do the proper way. offline, one-on-one, see who you're recruiting, find and test them, find out where they are from, and so that you know what you're recruiting, not some offline till you begin to do system error and the recruitment, first of all, fizzle out. Before you know it, you're all tired of the whole process. I think they should do the offline. If you're going to do online, maybe you're looking at online on the basics of administration, okay, because you will need some able hands who are learned enough to do the admin part, who are also indigenes of that state. But that's where we're going to wrap it up. I hope that they find an enabling ground, in a medium, a settling ground where they will all converge and settle this difference. Honestly, other regions are watching them. We really want to pick one or two things from them. They can't afford to get it wrong now. That's where we're going to wrap it up. Let's meet in our comment section. What's your take on this? Because I feel this is an internal error that can easily be corrected quickly if they look at it and work harmoniously. Thank you for staying with us. God bless you. Have a